With a cough.
With a cough.
Welcome to Babe Talk with a cough. Cue the cough. With the water. Spit it out.
Gargle it. All right, guys, moving into a little bit of Valentine's stuff. Valentine's around the corner, so figure out why not talk a little bit about Valentine. So to start off, do you guys have a Valentine this 2024? No. Or are you guys single as fuck?
Are we? Single as fuck. We are single.
Alright.
Yeah.
So if anybody's trying to like slide in their DMs, now you know.
No DMs, no DMs.
Okay.
I should do that for me.
Dude, you know, like, honestly, though, if we go on a first date and you don't get out, like, you pick me up from my house and you don't get out the car and open the door for me, automatically I'm just like, I'm not doing this again.
Oh, okay.
I swear.
Oh, yeah, we should talk about red flags.
Red flags on
Red flags.
dates. Okay, cool. So that's one of your red flags, like...
No, like, okay, if the date ends up going really well, I might just, like, slide it in there, like, this is what I expect. But at the same time, it's just you're immediately different if you get out the car and open the door for me. I'm just like, oh, okay. Like, it's different.
Guys, make sure to take notes on the next few topics. Okay, so make sure you get out and open the door for her. Yeah, for Sunny.
That'd be nice. That'd be cool.
That'd be cool.
No.
The past couple of dates I've been on too, it's been really nice.
Okay,
They got out, they opened the door.
Let me ask you something. Wait. How many dates did you go on 2023?
I don't know, not a lot. Maybe like 10. No, probably less than that. Probably like 8.
Okay.
Yeah.
Rookie numbers.
Look.
Dude, you be lucky.
How many dates did you go on then?
Right.
No, for guys, like,
That's
for us, it's like probably 3 dates or something.
3?
No, I'm just saying for other guys. I actually, you know what? Last year, 2023, I put myself more out there. And I even went to like speed dating events.
Oh, really? How was that?
Cool. Like,
I want to do that.
Like, they're pretty cool.
I would love to do that for the plot. Just go.
That's the whole reason why I went. Like, the first one's like, okay, I gotta put this on the bucket list. And it's so fun. Like, you meet so many cool people.
Yeah.
But it's cool, but it's also like overwhelming because there's so many girls or potential girls. And there's a lot of weird girls out there, or a lot of weird guys too, you know.
A lot of weird people.
I want to know, like, what's the normal number of dates for a guy though in a year? Because you're saying her 8 is rookie numbers, so
I was just kidding. I was just being funny, you know.
Yeah.
But I feel like maybe guys do go on more dates than girls.
So.
That's not true because they gotta pay for them.
I don't know. What's the real numbers? What's the real numbers?
Next question is how much money did you spend on a date as a girl? On your 8 dates, how much money did you spend on the date together?
That's a hard question.
0. I bought like somebody a McChicken before.
0. Wow.
Look,
I gotta take tips from her. Like,
I feel like it costs money just to go on a date for us as girls. Like, we gotta freaking do our makeup. Makeup's expensive. My Ulta trip every month is at least $200, and it's just beyond like 6 things.
there's a lot that goes into going on a date. So beforehand, it's prep.
You spent $200 on a month. How many dates can that makeup last in a month?
It could last like the month. What about perfume?
But she's
our
wearing
hair
it every day too.
Our perfume, our hair, our purses, our shoes, our freaking our upkeep, our nails, our lashes. Like, being a girl is expensive, and just coming out on the date, like, some girls' foundation is more than the entire date, and they put, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's things you gotta think about.
I'm gonna keep it not being a jerk for this podcast, but
fucking Francisco always wants to play devil's advocate.
Always a rebuttal. There's always something to do.
That's what makes it interesting,
Frankie. I want to hear. Okay. Well, first I want to hear what your red flags are.
On a girl?
Yeah, because she said one, like the door thing. What's a red flag or two?
All right. I don't want to sound like a cheap ass, right?
No.
But
let's hear it.
This is I'm gonna put the plot, right? Like, I know when I'm gonna ask a girl on a date, like as a gentleman, and I'm gonna tell every gentleman, you have to pay on the first date. You know, like it's a must. It doesn't matter if the girl wants to split half or whatever, right? But for me, a red flag is when the bill comes and I see the bill and the girl doesn't even ask, hey, do you want to go halves? Hey, do you want to like split the bill? Like she just looks like pretty cute and fancy and stuff. And for me, that's a red flag because like she doesn't even care of how much money I'm spending on this date, right? And I mean, I don't want her to like feel any type of way, but I feel like that goes back to like kind of like the morals that you have as a girl. That, you know, like,
I guess that's what
like
you're looking for, though. You're looking for a woman who wants to be 50-50.
I don't think it's a 50-50 thing. It's just at least that she acknowledged the fact that we're on a date, you know? Just the acknowledged part, you know? And if I know she doesn't worry about, like, the bill or whatever, then that's a first, like, red flag right there for me. Like, what else can she, like, expect, you know, from different stuff? It's like the simplest freaking thing.
Look,
but it goes
I have to say something
way,
about that.
A long way. Hold on, let me finish.
If a girl wants to go 50-50 or wants to pay for her portion, I feel like in my mind as a girl, that means that we see you as a friend or that we don't really like you.
Okay, that could be a thing. That could be a thing.
That's
fellas, you heard her. But yeah, you know, like I feel like she doesn't mention anything. For me, it's just like, okay, you know, so it's like a small red flag that could eventually be like a whole leakage behind that. But I just acknowledge, like, even it's just like, oh, how much is it? You know, just to be like, oh, I got it, or whatever. Like, I think it's like you said, like, if the guy doesn't open the door for me, type of stuff, it's the same thing, you know, for me. Like, at least acknowledge the bill. And if you're a girl, if the guy says, let's go halves on it, like, dude, hell no, that dude's garbage, you know? But at least, like, expect it. Or even if a girl, like, says, oh, I'll leave a tip or whatever, I'll be like, are you sure? You know, I'll ask, you know? But I think a guy should pay, like, for the first date regardless.
I feel like it's pretty common for the guy to pay for the first date. But it shouldn't be, like, automatically expected, and, like, people should be, like, so entitled that they're being rude about it. Like, females should not go on a date with, like, oh, like, yeah, like, you're paying that. You know what I mean? Like, have that kind of attitude come off. That could definitely, like, rub the wrong way.
But I feel like that's...
I think
that's
if, like,
2023, like,
if a guy is, like...
a guy is going to pay. And honestly, dude, there's been a lot of people that actually just go on dates just for the food. And that's it.
I hate girls like that because it really ruins it for the rest of us. I feel like it ruins it for people who actually go out on dates. Like, that's why I don't go on a lot of dates, because if I go out on a date, it means that I actually want to go out on a date with you. I'm not going out on a date just to eat food. I'll do that. I love eating by myself. I love eating at my house. I don't have to go out on a date just for a man to feed me. And the fact that there is this, like, notion that women only go out on dates for that reason, it's like, damn, like now if I really don't like you and I don't want to talk to you after the date, it's probably because you think that I just want to use you for food, but in actuality, you're just a shit person.
I think, but you know what? I think that's a standard now that, I mean, as guys, like, we know, like, it's a 50-50 chance that a girl's just going on a date with you.
That's
for food, you know, or just to take her somewhere fancy. And you know what? Before I would honestly spend like $300 to $400 on a date.
Oh wow, that's a lot.
Like we'll go eat like steak, or we would go to like a really good restaurant and have not a shitload of drinks, but we'd have like drinks and appetizers, all these shit, you know. And then for it to like, okay, cool, and not like hear from her again ever. I'll be like, dude, fuck this, dude.
Like,
you
the
know,
ghosting thing.
No, like now I'll be like, you know what? We're going to coffee date in the morning, you know?
Yeah. I like coffee
in the
tea,
morning.
so
no alcohol involved, and if it works out,
it's a brunch.
It's great, you know? Even brunch or a breakfast, you know?
Yeah.
And then I feel like once I know this, like, I like this girl or whatever.
Yeah.
You know what? You deserve some steak.
Yeah.
I got you on the third date or something, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
But I would spend a lot of money on dates. And
but
yeah,
I mean,
can
it's just
see
probably
that.
because you like doing nice things too.
Yeah,
you know?
I mean, I personally like if I'm gonna hang out with a girl and I know she's like a potential candidate, like I want to make sure that
It's like we're on Bachelor.
I know, right?
Yeah, you're a candidate. You get a rose.
No, that
we like
that
you.
we're gonna have a great time and it's gonna lead to something else. But now it's just like, nah, dude, fuck that. We gotta start with the simplest things, and then later on, I'll spoil the shit out of you.
I also have like really high standards. I'm really picky. But like for me a big red flag is like when you're on the date and you're talking a lot, you know, you could be having a good time, it could be awesome, but if he doesn't ask you any questions about yourself, that's really bad. The whole date he doesn't ask you a single question about yourself. No, he doesn't care about you. Like he's looking for something else. It's like surface level. He's very surface level, or it's just like playing games. So I noticed that. Like I always think like, okay, is he asking anything about me? Like, does he want to get to know me? Mm-hmm. There's got to be questions. And if it's like if I'm the one that's asking him everything, like. Yeah. No.
Okay,
at least ask the question back.
What's your name?
No. Like questions like, what do you like to do on the weekend?
I think those are simple questions.
Or it could be deeper, like tell me about your family. Like, what do you do like with your family on vacation? Have you been on vacation lately? Like, do you have pets? Like, just anything. Really, it doesn't have to be like surface deep. It could be anywhere in the middle. Like. Any questions at all?
Bro,
any questions?
Dude, I hate when I go like, oh, for example, I'll be like, how many siblings do you have? And they're like, oh, I have like 2 sisters. I'm like, okay.
And then it's quiet.
Yeah, like, oh, you're not gonna be like, oh, how about you?
Yeah,
or something,
like
you know?
that.
Yeah.
Those are like good get to know you questions. Like you should be asking that.
What's your favorite color? So, what's your favorite color?
Like, when's your birthday?
Favorite color
like, what's
like
your favorite
down
season?
the line. Yeah.
Like, what are you gonna do tomorrow? Like, just fun things. But if they don't talk about you, they're not truly interested in you.
Okay.
That's a big red flag.
When
big red flag. You can be having fun. You can be laughing. You
know
you could have good conversation.
Was
but
when I think the best questions is when you guys can laugh and just like you connect like that. Like if a girl can laugh on like the first date and she can crack me up and I can crack her up, like and you just start like laughing till like your fucking stomach hurts.
Yeah.
Like, that's it. That's the relationship you want to be in.
Yeah.
Other than that, like sometimes it's just dry and she's like, I gotta go.
Yeah.
I got some other shit to do. That's good.
You've dipped out on dates.
That's why you have breakfast. You know, I have to work in a few hours, dude.
True.
It's a bummer, you know?
Yeah.
So I think, and then if it's later now at night, I guess you can use the same excuse. I gotta work the next day.
Yeah.
But it's just, I don't know.
You're an entrepreneur. You really got work all the time.
It is. True.
Yeah.
But, so have you had any bad dates on 2023?
I've definitely had some, like, bad conversation. Like, this one guy I was talking to. There was just one date. It was just one day. I wasn't actually talking to him. But we were chatting, and he was just saying, like, how he can't stand his family for Christmas. I was just like, what? He was just like, he could barely stand, like, the one day of Christmas and, like, flying out to go see his family in a different state. Like, his family's not even living here. Like, he barely ever sees them. And, like, he was just like, oh, I don't like it. Like, I don't like seeing them. I'm like, okay, oh, gosh. Like, and he's like, Christmas, you know, it's not all about the presents. And I'm like, yeah, I know. But then it's also not about family, apparently, for him. So, like, what was it about? We were just talking about Christmas, and the vibes I was getting were not there.
What's your name? How about you, Damina? Have you had, like, a bad date? Like,
no. I don't think I've had a bad date.
How about the one you put on your stories? That was cracking up. Was that a date?
How it ended. I mean, it was a good date. It was a good date. I did still want to see him after, but I think he felt embarrassed.
Is it with? No, I was saying with a girl. Or like,
was the throuple date.
Was that like a hangout or what?
Oh yeah, it wasn't bad. It was good. It was fun. I liked it. It was just not something I'd do again.
Okay.
I always have fun on my dates. I'm a fun person.
What's the worst date you ever like been to? You like fuck.
I don't think I've ever had a bad date. I'm trying to think, but honestly, my memory is not the best. All there.
Also, to add on to my story, on that date, like, I left my whole purse behind at the bar.
Oh shit!
What?
Sometimes I'm just stupid for no reason.
You're
For
not
no
stupid.
reason. I left, like, I had my ID, my cards, like, I had everything, like, my health insurance.
Not your health insurance.
My car insurance, all my insurances.
That's like a AAA.
I left that. And I didn't know, and, like, days went by, and then I called the bar, and they were like, oh, yeah, we've been waiting for someone to call. Like, when are you gonna come and get it? I'm like, I'm coming tomorrow. I'll be there.
So lucky.
Yeah, I was lucky. I was lucky.
Yeah, that's good.
It was a nice place that they kept it for me.
Yeah, it's nice.
But
A little box and a bow and everything.
they plastic wrapped it up. They wrapped it up for me.
Picked it up.
A whole present.
Awesome, cool. So, well, Nicole has to head out, but
I have to go dance.
Thanks for coming, Nicole. Like, it's been a while.
Yeah.
I think since.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, and I guess that's another episode on Babe Talk, and it was fun. It was a little fun.
Babe Talk.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy V-Day. Happy Galentine's. We're gonna have Galentine's.
Yeah,
right?
probably. I don't know. I mean, are you being legit? You're gonna do a Galentine's Day?
I'm thinking about it. We still got a whole
we
month,
should.
so.
That's so true.
But if I do,
That's
you're
where it's at.
not invited.
Oh, it's for girls, right? Galentine's.
Gals only. Gals
Oh.
only.
2024. I identify myself as a girl.
Oh my God.
All right.
Live your life within the moment, and don't go wait until the morning.